A very good morning, children. I hope you all are staying fit and fine. So I, Harshi Gupta, is back with your computer class. In the previous class, we have studied about how does a computer work, and we know it. A computer works in IPO cycle, that is input, process, and output cycle. Today, we will be moving on to the next chapter, that is hardware and software. Now, there are two parts in the computer system, that is hardware and software. Computers help us to do all our work with ease. They are made up of two components, hardware and software. Let us read about them. So we know computer help us in doing a lot of work. So similarly, it is made up of two parts, that is hardware and software. A computer is a wonderful machine that perform many tasks for us with the help of its various components. A computer has two main components, hardware and software. First, we'll move on to the hardware. The physical parts of the computer that we can see and touch are known as hardware of the computer. For example, monitor, keyboard, mouse, etc. All these hardware parts of a computer are attached to the CPU. So students, you have to remember that all the parts of the computer that we can touch and see are known as hardware parts of the computer. Like monitor, we can see and touch, keyboard, we can see and touch, mouse, we can see and touch. All these are the hardware parts, okay, and they all are attached to the CPU. The hardware of a computer is further divided into three categories. Input devices, it gives the input to the computer. Output devices, it shows the output on the computer. Storage devices, it stores the data or output for future use. So children, we know computer is made up of two parts, hardware and software, and hardware is divided into three categories. First one is input, second one is output devices, and the third one is storage devices. We all know what are input devices, output devices, and storage devices. Yes, so first we'll move on to the input devices. The devices that are used to enter the data into a computer are called input devices, like words, numbers, sound, pictures. So all the information that we enter into the computer system is through the input devices. That information can be in the form of words, numbers, sound, pictures. These are known as input devices. Let us take the example of keyboard and mouse. We all know keyboard and mouse are the two main input devices of the computer system. Keyboard is also used to enter the data and information, and mouse is also used to point the cursor in the monitor. Now the other input devices are trackball. A trackball has the same functions as a mouse. It is similar to a mouse, but the ball is on its top. It looks like a mouse, but the ball is on the top. Generally in the mouse, the ball is at the bottom, but in a trackball is at the top. Now the next one is joystick. Now we all know how does the mouse work. Similarly, a joystick also controls the movement of the cursor. It is generally used for playing games on a computer. It looks like a car gear we have in the car. The next input device is microphone. We all have seen microphone. It is used to record our voice and input other sounds into the computer. We can input any sound into the computer with the help of microphone. The next one is scanner. Now we all have seen scanners. It is used to transfer any picture or graphics and text into the computer. If we want to scan for example, scan the page of the book, we can put it inside the scanner, and the scanner will scan it and put it into the computer system. The next input device is web camera. We all know what a web camera is. It is used for the video call with another person. We can connect to other people with the help of video call, like we have also connected in the Zoom sessions. Similarly, web camera are used to connect to other people through video. And we have mostly web cameras inside the laptops, tablets. It is inbuilt inside them. The next is graphics tablet. What a graphic tablet is? It is a flat rectangular pad, and we have a special pen in graphics tablet that is called a stylus. It is also an input device. It's like you draw in a drawing paper, any drawing with the help of a pencil. Similarly, in graphics tablet, if you want to draw any image or any picture, we can draw with the help of stylus and it will show into the computer system. So it works in the same way like we draw in a sheet of paper. Similarly, we can draw it in the graphics tablet also. Now we have processing device. We have done with the input devices. Now we'll see processing device. The device that transforms the input into output is called a processing device. Means the time taken to come from input to output is known as processing device. And who does the processing? It is the CPU chip inside the CPU cabinet who does the processing. Now, inside CPU is a motherboard. It is also a hardware. Now we'll study about motherboard. Sania's father says, "Look at this board. It is the main circuit board that holds the parts like processor and power supply. It has connectors for other devices such as hard disk to connect to it." So it is the main circuit board inside the CPU cabinet, and it also holds the parts like processors and power supply, and it also connects the other devices in the computer system. Now next we have is also the CPU chip, which is inside the CPU cabinet. It is a small chip and it is known as the processor. It is the brain of the computer. You can see this is a CPU chip. This is a motherboard. Now we have motherboard and a processor, that is the CPU chip. Next is power supply. Sania's father continued to tell the children more. He shows them a box and explains, "This unit in the CPU cabinet converts the power from the external source to the type of power needed by the computer. It is called power supply box." So the electricity or the power which is needed by the computer system is given by the power supply box. So the three processing device we have done: motherboard, processor and power supply box. Now the next processing device which you have inside the CPU cabinet is the hard disk. "And what is that, uncle?" Mehul asked, pointing to one of the parts. So Mehul asked his uncle that what a hard disk is. "That's a hard disk, Mehul. It works as a fixed storage for the computer. When you save any data into the computer, it is stored in the hard disk. The data is permanently stored until you delete it," explains Sania father. Now children, what a hard disk is? Hard disk is inside the CPU cabinet and it stores all the information of the computer system. Like in a body, our brain stores all the information. Similarly, hard disks store all the information of the computer system until you delete it. Now we have studied the different types of input devices. We have studied about processing devices. Now the next we have are the output devices. What are output devices? These are the devices that display the output, are known as output devices. So in these devices you see all the output that you enter into the computer. Now the first type of output device is monitor. We all know what a monitor is. It looks like a television screen and it displays all the pictures, text or videos, whatever we want to see in the computer system. Now the next type of output device is printer. Now what a printer is? It produces all the output in the sheet of paper. If we want anything on the sheet of paper, we can do it with the help of printer. And there are three types of printer: dot matrix, inkjet and laser printer. Okay, and the printed output is known as the hard copy. Like suppose if I have typed your book page, I have typed page number 15 in the computer system and I want the hard copy of it. I'll type it into the computer system and I'll take the printout, and the printout which will come will be known as the hard copy. So all the book pages that are typed are the hard copy. Now the next output device is plotter. What is a plotter? It is a larger printer which is used to print large drawings, maps, banners and posters. So plotter is used in large scales by scientists, engineers, architects and professionals. All the banners that you see in the market, these are all printed by the help of plotter. Now we have studied three output devices: monitor, printer and plotter. Next we have is projector. A projector is a device that is used to project the output from a computer on a screen or wall. So all the movies that you see in theater are displayed with the help of projector. It performs the same function that a monitor performs but on a larger screen. Monitor displays you the output, but a projector displays the output on a larger screen. Next output devices are speakers and headphones. Now what are these? They are used to listen to audio output. All the voices that we want to hear, all the songs, we listen it with the help of speakers or headphones. We all have speakers and headphones at our home. in the home theater, in the computer system, we have them. So today children, we have studied about three devices: input devices, processing devices, and the output devices. I hope you all have understood, and now we'll be meeting in the next class and we'll study about the storage devices and software. I hope you all have understood. Till then, bye, take care, stay home, stay safe.